my friends. Hurts. It hurts. Not after I put so much effort into taking care of my garden. It hurts. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and pull everything. Look at this. So many baby potatoes that we're gonna turn into potatoes. Oh Lord.
This is where the sweet potato vines came, guys, and I actually have an Irish potato planter there because the chipmunks are ravaging everything in the garden right now. It's almost like they have sped up with digging up stuff because maybe it's getting closer to fall and they're trying to find food, maybe trying to find stuff to put away for the winter or something. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, you saw me moving on those potato planters, sweet potato planters. I had to summon the strength to pick them all up and take them inside because I can't work so hard to get all of this done and then leave them there for the chipmunks to do whatever they want to do with them. And I took in this planter with some lettuce in there too, because just about now they're digging everything. They're even digging at the base of the cucumber vines. Like, there's nothing there for you, chipmunks. What are you doing? But they don't care. Yeah, so that's it. They are gonna be in the greenhouse for the rest of the season. So hopefully I get some tubers from them. You heard me talk about them ravaging everything, including the Irish potatoes. So they have just forced me to dig out potatoes from 4 of my planters. Like, they're not looking too shabby, but there are lots of them in there that could stay in the soil longer to get bigger. But I'd rather to take them out than to lose them, because I'm in the garden and I see chipmunks running past me with potatoes in their mouths, right? And yeah, I've also reaped some chamomile. That's a chamomile I got. And I got some tomatoes, pear and cherry tomatoes. Yeah, usually I have my hat on. I didn't come out here to get so involved. I just took a walk out because I was inside editing video since this morning. But I came in the pumpkin squash patch here and I'm seeing some things that don't look so good. Now you guys may have remember me mentioning that the moles were eating the roots of my squash vines, and so yeah, I see some vines that are dying, and since we're so close to the end of the season, I'm just going ahead and pulling the vines and reaping whatever fruits are on the vines. So far I have reaped a couple of pumpkins here. This big one here, the vine is fine, so I'm gonna let it be here for a while. But this one here, I just noticed that the vine is literally dead, so I am picking it. Now, if you are looking to store your pumpkins or squash for a while, the best thing to do is harvest them so they do have a part of the stem still left on. If you harvest them and you break them all the way down here, they won't last as long, right? So yeah, pay attention to that when you are reaping your squash and pumpkin from the vines. Yeah, so I'm just skipping through to see. Okay, I see a few more pumpkins in there. Now, you know, guys, I plant my seeds from seeds which I harvested. So, thanks to pollination, I am getting some squash and pumpkins that look very strange. But I'm getting pumpkin and squash anyways. So, I'm not complaining. This one here, the vine still looks very good. But this one over here, I'm not so sure. Yeah, the vine doesn't go very far. And it doesn't look very happy. So I'm just going to go ahead. See, it's not good anymore. See, the vine is dying. We have maybe 2 weeks before the first frost. And so, yeah, not going to worry about them too much. I'm just going to be thankful for whatever I get. The plant is pretty strong still. So I'm going to leave it be and see what happens. Over here, I have a lovely zucchini here. And so I'm going to go ahead and reap it. I don't want it to get too hard. I'm not complaining about the sun because we are getting to that time when, wow, it's going to be cold. And so I'm soaking up the sun as much as I can right now. I think I'm going to put this one over here because it's heavier. And put this one here and put the zucchini in there. Yeah, I don't know how comes I got a ground cherry in here, but there is a ground cherry here. Yeah, I don't see any more zucchinis here. I think there are some summer squash over there, so I'm gonna go over there and check them out and see whilst I'm reaping if there's anything else to reap. One of the things I can be thankful for this year is that this is my first sighting of powder mildew. I haven't had to defend my plants against that for the entire season. Season is almost done, so that's a good thing. That's a little summer squash there, and there are quite a few more coming up in here. I'm not going to pick any of these. I let them be and let them grow a little more. Now I see one on the inside here that looks like I should be picking it because I don't want them to get too big. Yeah. And there's another one over here. Maybe what I'll do next year is try to get some fresh seeds so that I get something that resembles what I think I have planted, right? Because after they are planted beside each other and the bees do their thing, then the next batch from the seeds is usually different. So, yeah. Of course the harvest could be more, but of course it could be less also. So I'm thankful for what it is, right? Okay, now I'm gonna go on the other side. Irish potatoes in here are doing well. The chipmunks have not found this one, nor this one over here yet. The chipmunks are giving me a hard time. A hard time. Yeah, you can see powder mildew dotted over these plants, but as I said, it's almost the end of the season. Yeah, it's the first of these type of beans I'm getting. I forgot what they're called. By the way, Environment Canada is calling for lots of rain tomorrow. So I just got a red alert on my phone. Yeah, there's still lots of summer squash that are coming up. And I have found a way that both myself and my family like the squash to be done, so that's a good thing. Okay, because generally I'll just use them for squash cakes, just like how you do zucchini cakes or zucchini bread. These are some purple beans. I have a few that I collected that are in my refrigerator, so maybe if I collect enough of the various beans, check out that. I think that's a zucchini. Here is a tapir zucchini here. Okay, I see more squash under there. Yeah, so I think I'll be getting quite a few more squash and zucchinis, and that will be a good thing. See the baby one right here. This one here, it's not gonna go anywhere. It's dead. There is a huge one over here. It is the only one that grew on this vine. But I'm not gonna pick it just yet, because I think it can ripen a little more. So yeah, let's go over to the compost pile. Squash bed. My hubby brought these things over here for me recently because we're gonna be shredding them to get some mulch. Oh yeah, check this out, guys. The reindeer or deers came in here and clipped my plants. What we need is a fence. Yeah, we need a fence. Ooh, look at that, guys. There's one there. There's another one there. There's one coming up there. One coming up there. Not sure how big those are gonna get, but I'm gonna let them be and see what happens. There's another baby right there. It doesn't matter how small they are. When the frost hits, I am going. Ooh, look at this one too. I am gonna be putting them to good use. Yeah. My back is bent going through. Oh, here's another one going through the patch here, searching for squash, because the winter squash are my favorite to have for the winter. So I am hoping that I can end up, here's another one, with at least 2 dozen winter squash. That would be just fabulous. Okay, now I know this one's already yellowing. It's gonna terminate, so I'm just gonna help it along so it doesn't take the energy from the vine. But check this out. There are 2 here. Wow. So far, I think I've seen at least, ooh, did we see this one already? Maybe we did, I'm not quite sure, but I don't want to step on the vine. But check this out. Here's another one here, and look over there. Yeah, and baby ones too. Wow, okay, this one has terminated. Let's take it off. Yeah. Wow, it's easier for me to go through this patch because it's out here. Because, as I said before, it grew up where I had my compost pile. So it's easier for me to search through it. And I am happy with what I am seeing, guys. I am happy. Stay tuned, because I'm definitely going to be sharing my harvest with you guys. And in the garden, sometimes you have bad news and sometimes you have good news. One of the bad news is, as I told you today, the chipmunks are giving me a hard time digging out my potatoes. And another bad news is, well, this was sort of kind of expected, because I just went into Toronto and got pumpkins and got the seeds from these, the Jamaican and the Mexican pumpkin, and that was way late. And so, yeah, if I'm honest, it's not really bad news for this one. But the good news and the blessings far outweigh the bad news. So I'll choose to focus on the good. Yeah, I have some soil there because I will be making planters, like the planters that I use for my cherry and my berry bushes, to put those 2 apple trees that I acquired recently. They were on sale and I got 2 for 1, guys. Cannot beat that. When you get 2 for 1, it's a good thing. Yeah, I think I'm gonna walk over the other section and check out if I have any patty pan squash or any zucchinis. Oh, and also beans, because there are some beans that I saw coming up, and I may just have a few more beans that can dinner us tonight. So let's go check them out, guys. Here we go. So I can get some beans. I can get some beans. Tender beans. I think when I reap these, they will be enough for the 4 of us this evening. I just want to eat some beans from my garden, man. This is my worst year for beans since I started the garden back here, because when we came here first, we didn't have this spot. The spot wasn't ready because it was just filled with shrubs and weeds, and yeah, this whole area, it was a disaster. I have photos to prove it. Actually, I'm gonna put videos together during the winter when I'm inside, so you guys can see where we're coming from with this property. And it was like that until our neighbor came over and used his tractor to clean the area for us. And then I set to work making all my planters. Yeah. And so I can use the area now, but as I was saying, it's a worst bean harvest. I would have reaped several beans already, usually. And no, not this year, for whatever reason, not this year. Some of them are too tiny to reap, but oh, there's some more over there. Oh, check this out, guys. It can be, I can't wait for it to mature some more. It's not quite ready, but that's a good thing. I've reaped a couple. This is my first time planting patty pan squash, and I have reaped a couple already. Here is another one, and there are some blooms that look like they could be squash too, so we'll see what happens. Look at this. This is a fine looking bean. This is a fine looking bean. Absolutely, I should have enough when I'm done here for dinner. Are there any on this one? No. No, no, no. No, no, no. Okay. Okay. I keep saying I need a polytunnel, and I definitely need a polytunnel. When you live in an area like this, my zone 4A garden, the polytunnel would actually extend my growing season, because I could start putting in stuff earlier, and then I could go later. But yeah, one day. Do you guys remember when I planted my lettuce here? They're growing. They're not too shabby, but I think they have been a bit ignored. They could have been given a little more attention. Okay, I'm gonna pick whatever tomatillo is coming out of their husk, because I don't want any animals to pick them for me. Okay. Is there any more? Is there any more? Is there any more? Nope. Not now. Okay. I have a few, maybe about 2 dozen, that I've already reaped. Sometimes I can't even wait for these things to go to 100% maturity, because if I do, I won't get any. Yeah. Okay. Now my cucumber here is doing well. Started this late, but check it out. Cucumber. So that's a good thing. More over there. And then this one over here. Check out that one. It's not quite ready yet. But yeah. My market more cucumber. Every year I learn something else. And every year I do something a little different. That's life, right? I came, I saw, and I picked. Now I'm going inside. Thank you guys so much for being here. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I will see you again soon.